What's up, YouTube? Today I was actually looking at some of the biggest gun regrets that I have. Uh, it's gonna be these two right here. Well, this grip, and this rail right here. Where is this thing from? Kinetics? That right there. Now the reason I have so much beef with this is because when you actually mount it to something, that's why this thing is here. To actually put this on, it'll wobble. So, and the ridiculous price of these. I want to say they're $50, but actually, I believe they're $50 for the very small rails that they sell like this. This is one of their larger ones, so it's in the $100 price range. For $100, this thing is worthless. I don't even know what you could actually use this for, to attach to a rifle that you don't mind wobbling a little bit. Like, I don't see anybody being able to use that really for anything. What would it be okay to wobble on your rail? Like, oh, well, it's just a flashlight, so it's okay if it wobbles a little bit, even if it does stay attached. No, I'm sorry, and these things are way too expensive to do something like that. So stay away from these. I've tried these on multiple rails now. That's why I have it out on this gun, because I thought, hey, maybe, just maybe, I'll find that one puzzle piece hole for this thing, right? I'll find that one place on some gun where this actually, for whatever reason, fits perfectly. There's no room for wobble or anything. Yeah, that's never gonna happen. So $100 paperweight right here. The other thing that we have here is the unique AR grip. I think that's what they're calling it. You pretty much can't miss this thing. It's this thing, okay? This plasticky thing. The whole idea here is you are supposed to be able to squeeze this thing into whatever shape that you want, and then you tighten it down with this. By the way, take a look at this fastener and how super rusty it is already. Another thing too, this thing is super tight right now. I can't even break it loose, and yet you can still twist this handle. These things will move. So if I go to like actually pick this firearm up, I can feel this thing shift. I can feel it move back and forth. It twists no matter how much you tighten it down. The idea here is you're supposed to be able to loosen this, and then these things move in and out, and you get the hand shape that you want, and then you tighten her up, and you have a custom grip now that is molded specifically to your hand. So the problem is the human hand wants to hold things that are round, like a tree branch. This is actually not round, it's very oval. The sides are flat and long, and then you have this aggressive oval on the front and on the back. On the front, you can kind of get away with it, but on the back side needs to be fatter, so it's actually sitting in your palm. When you're holding something round, your fingers are pressing in, and they're pushing in on whatever you're holding, and it's pressing that into your palm. And that's how we pretty much get optimal grip. See where my fingers align? They want to push down straight into my palm. Well, with something like this, you're not pushing into your palm. You're actually, if I actually grip this, this is the pattern that my fingers take. And I'm pretty much just pinching with my fingers now. And instead of all the pressure going into my palm, it's going right here. So effectively, holding this thing, I might as well just leave my thumb out of it, because all of the pressure is getting generated right here. So this is how I'm holding this thing. All the pinching's being done right there. Nothing's really being pushed into the back of my palm, so these things just do not work. It's a combination of there not being enough material on the back, not being wide enough. The PSA grip that I took off to put this on is much better. Much better. It's wider. It's more rounded. It actually, you know, goes into the palm. So these things are a complete miss. And for anybody just wondering about these, because like I have big hands, this is an AR-10. I have big hands, so I figured maybe, just maybe, something like this, you know, would work for me better than the grips that are one size fits most, because that's just how things typically are for me. And no, not at all, not even close. This was like 10 steps back. So these things are $65, I believe. It's something like that. By the time they dig one of these out for you and send it to you from whatever warehouse they found it in, you get it like a month later, and then prepare to be disappointed. It's also not really soft. It's not smooth. It's just like this jagged polymer. I thought, you know, maybe if I wore a glove, these might feel okay with a glove. They don't. They just don't. You are so much better off with just like a $10 PSA grip, or just anything other than this. This has to be the worst grip I've held in my hand on any rifle. So yeah, this thing's gonna be coming off. And you know, the sad thing is, for less money than this, I could have got the actual grip that I wanted. The one that fits my hand perfectly, has that nice fat butt that I like to grip on, is actually from Fab Defense. I have one of their products here. This is a foregrip that turns into a bipod. Very cool. So you push these buttons, these things pop out, and you're all set. You can quick deploy this, and I have another one. I got this one on a clearance. The other one I have, I've been using. It works great. I haven't had any issues with it. These things work awesome. And really, I just brought this thing out to mess with this. But yeah, they also make the stock that I like. These have all been awesome, successful purchases with no regret. But these still haunt me, especially for how much they want for these things. We're talking $165 wasted here, straight white girl wasted. So don't make the same mistakes that I did. I would actually look out for these products on the market. These are just bad. You're not going to be able to find any use for them, right? Also, nothing is degraded in my corrosive armory as much as this thing has. And I've only had this on this gun for like the past couple weeks, and it is rusted to shit already. I'm going to have to throw penetrating oil on that. I want to be really careful so I can get this thing out of here and actually put the grip I want. I was going to hold out until the one that I want actually comes in the mail, but I might just throw the PSA grip back on there. Like, that is how terrible this thing is and how uncomfortable it is, right? And this glorified $100 paperweight, right? If I could get my money back for this, I most definitely would. Don't make the same mistakes as me. Got any questions, leave me a comment. Have an awesome day, everybody. I hope I saved you some money. Later.